Joining us now, Democratic Congressman Ted Deutch of Florida, whose congressional district includes Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. It's about 5 miles from his home, and we thank you very much for getting in front of a camera for us, sir. Can you tell us the latest, especially on the community, the victims, those injured?
Sure. Well, thanks for having me on. The latest, the most important thing is that the families who lost loved ones have all now been notified after enduring a really interminable wait. There are still a number of people in the hospital who are in critical condition. We're waiting to get more information from the hospital, and the stories are just starting to come out, Mika, about the lives that were taken, the kids who had such bright futures that were snatched away from them. When we went yesterday was just the worst day imaginable here, and you think that when you wake up the next morning, the sunlight might help, but it's worse because now we're learning more about who died and the families impacted, and what kids had to endure yesterday. It's a really, really awful situation.
And any sense of how many are in critical condition and life-threatening condition?
I don't know. I'm headed to the hospital from here, and I don't want to get ahead of the doctor. So I know that there are some kids who are being treated. But what we're reminded of this morning, I drove past one of the elementary schools that feeds in to Douglas High School, and this is an amazing community, great kids, great families. It's the kind of place that anyone would want to live and raise their family. And the elementary school this morning, we saw parents clutching their kids' hands just a little bit tighter, looking over their shoulders. And the realization is that that's happening at schools in every part of the country, just like what we're enduring here. The tragedy that happened here yesterday is just another tragedy. In this case, it's 17 dead. It's one of not just a terrible school shooting, one of the worst mass shootings in our country's history. And everyone shouldn't have to experience what we're feeling here now. In order for us to take action, we should all be focused on trying to find ways to stop this kind of senseless violence that's all too regular all across our country.
Congressman Ted Deutch, thank you.